Am I tripping, bro? Damn, no. Fuck it. If it's crooked, it's crooked. Juwan next to Don.
Set my STEEZ note going on, yes, Lord.
Goddamn, bring y'all motherfucking another recap this time.
Saturday night footy.
Saturday. Anyways, so hell yeah, man. Shit. Any expectations coming into this night, man?
I did expect a couple of the games tonight to be the best games actually of the round. Actually, 3 of the 4 games this round I expected to really be close. I mean, of this particular night. And boy, was there high ends for some surprises.
Hell yeah. I mean, just speaking off tips, my shit ain't looking too good right now. I did get Collingwood right, but damn, yeah, tips looking pretty bad right now.
Mine too.
Yeah. Really just go ahead and get into these games because there's a lot of them. First one, we had Geelong versus Freo.
Academia Park.
Oh, man, this was a great game. Anytime Freo getting their ass whooped, marvelous. Chef's kiss on that. But, I mean, Geelong was just looking like Geelong, pretty much. They came in, they really controlled the game. They kind of slipped in that third quarter a little bit
They controlled the whole game, pretty much. Like you were saying, that shit crazy.
Hey, yeah, I feel like they really just took a break in that third. Like, I feel like if they really wanted to, they could have controlled that whole time, but they already had damn near, 50-some point lead or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Geelong, it just seemed like Freo couldn't take a mark at all. Geelong was taking all the mark. I think they outmarked them like I got the number here, like 110 to 55 the whole game, bro. It's insane. It's crazy because Freo is supposed to have this good defense, this great defense, or whatever the case is. That's what they had the reputation for the last couple seasons. But that shit did not show up. They did not show up as a defense this game, bro. They gave up 10 goals in the fourth quarter, which is how much goals they scored the whole game, bro. So with that, and on top of not being able to take a mark, you doom yourself instantly, bro.
Yeah. So I hope all the Freo being good talk just quieted down a little bit.
Ball movement did not look as good as we thought it was.
Yeah, the shit was definitely looking sloppy. Nothing like what we saw from preseason. It's just, I guess, preseason really don't prove shit at all because these niggas was not even looking any form of what they was looking like in preseason. But I got to point out that boy Murphy Reed, Freo debutant, scored, 4 goals in
just about 5 minutes.
Yeah, just under 5 minutes, I believe. So
he wanted it, but where was the rest of the team?
Yeah, and then he got shut out in the fourth quarter. So it was like, was it a fluke? But for a debutant to come in and draw 4, that was impressive, even if it's bitch ass Freo.
Geelong said, "All right, we about to go ahead and cut this momentum out, man." I think they got within, was it 21?
Yeah.
Or something like that, and then they just gave up like the 10 goals, like we said in the fourth quarter. Bro, it was like Geelong was like, "All right, we done bullshit with y'all." So as far as stats go, 23 goals on 55 inside 50s for Geelong. I think they had 17 of those marks were inside 50, and then Freo had 10 goals off 43 inside 50. So that wasn't even goal efficiency was not even a thing for Freo, which I think we've come to expect from them boys, to be quite honest.
For sure. Bailey Smith, the new cat.
He looks good in that midfield, man.
Yeah, he showed out, even fit in with the hair. He looks like a long-term Geelong player already.
In true Geelong fashion.
True. yeah, but Bailey Smith definitely looked really good over there.
Dangerfield had his impact in the midfield. Like when he's healthy, when he's going, he can do it, man.
It seemed like he's conscious of that, though. I feel like he was really on in the first half, but the second half he kind of just backed down and kind of trying to avoid some shit for real.
He ain't trying to hit that hamstring.
Yeah. So he was like, "We got the lead. I can, you know what I'm saying." That's probably smart for him, though.
Yeah, definitely. You can't just go 100% at everything, bro. Sometimes a little bit of I've been saying this is my favorite word this year. The intentionality. It's so important. And also, Sam DeConing had a great game, too. This was the round of DeConings. Both of them had career-high disposals this round. And Sam did his thing out there. So he's Geelong just was well-rounded, man. They couldn't stop them boys. They all had their headband fastened, all had their hair done, Fresh blonde.
Shit.
If you're not a natural blonde, they put
Yeah.
the fresh blonde in that shit, and it was straight.
Boys definitely flowing with the wind out there, man. Shit, anything else for this game?
Nah, not that I can think of at the top, man.
All right, man.
Fuck for real.
Going on to the next game, the grand final rematch, if you don't mind.
Same result. Brisbane, back to back. No Drake.
What you think coming into this one?
I thought the Geelong Freo game was gonna be a real tight game. I definitely thought this one was gonna be tight as well, which it was. Both sides are hampered by injuries, and I think it definitely had an effect on this game because I don't think both teams were able to put their best foot forward, but still impressive to some degree for especially Brisbane. But yeah, I definitely expected this to be a close game. I wanted to see how Sydney was going to bounce back from the last week's loss, see if they start the season out 0-2. I definitely have both of these teams as top-tier teams, so I expected a good game of footy.
Yeah, shit. I think the same. I tipped Sydney going into this one, probably because it was at the SCG. Other than that, it was kind of really a toss-up on this game. Like you said, just both injuries, injury-riddled.
Yeah. Brisbane didn't have a forward line after the first quarter, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, even going into the game, it seemed like more injuries piled on.
Fucking Loman fucked his ankle up early on, and that was supposed to be their main forward going forward. Lincoln McCarthy tore his ACL again.
Yeah.
So it was just tough, man.
Yeah, shit. What you thought about the game, man?
The game, like I said, I think it was a little bit of sloppiness from both teams. But it was really just whoever had the will to win this game. I think Dane Zorko had a great game. I don't know how he's so old and really still able to put his best foot forward. Like, I feel like he's playing his best footy. I haven't followed his whole career, obviously, because I haven't been around that long, but he played a great game. We had seen a little bit of individual brilliance of performances. I like the Ashcroft boys. They had a good game this game. Chad Warner, he's never falls short of expectations for me. I think Sydney would just... At times, they kind of just seemed like they were just a little bit lost. They were fumbling a little bit. And I think Brisbane just capitalized on putting Sydney under the pump in dangerous situations and were really able to actually just be a little bit more efficient in front of goal.
Yeah, man. My biggest takeaway from this game, unfortunately, was Lockie Neal.
James Jordan had that boy in the chamber. That was a tag job, bro.
I know, bro, but like Neil's supposed to be one of those ones, bro.
Champion of the league.
And I had that boy on fantasy. So that shit hurt extra bad, bro. Like, on fantasy, that ain't supposed to be one of them consistent ones. But I think he ain't even dropped 50 for me, bro. So that shit.
He's one of the senior players in the car.
But yeah, I do, like you said, I do think it just came down to wills this game. Brisbane definitely ain't got hot early, and Sydney definitely made a comeback.
I think Sydney was up, wasn't it? Because Brisbane, we were talking about Brisbane.
You're right. Sydney was up, then Brisbane came back, and then Sydney kind of fell off. But it came down to the end of the game, and I think so far this was the most exciting end of the game this week. Who?
Was it Tom Papley? It was a kick in, like, real short at the end of the game. And Tom Papley, it really looked like it was over with on the kick in.
Right.
But Tom Papley forced a spoil right in the pocket and forced the throw in to where, Sydney had that chance to go ahead and get that go-ahead goal in the forward half, and then they gave up the free kick, bro. Which I seen some people saying that there was a duck there, and that pretty much sold the game.
Yeah.
It was close to it. I commend that last effort for sure, bro.
Yeah, that I don't even really got my thoughts together on this shit, man, because that shit really could have went either way at the end. And Sydney definitely had momentum in it. Right, it was just exciting, bro. For real, that was a good end to the game.
Brisbane shit. I was very impressive with how Brisbane was able to win this with no forward line, with Lockie Neal not playing a great game at all, to say the least. That's being nice about it. And they were still able to carve it up. But that's obvious to say, like, I don't want to take away from Sydney. I think they'll play much better as the season goes on because they're missing key players as well.
Yeah, but Grundy was underwhelming.
He's been like that for
Yeah.
like the last couple of games, bro. He's skinny as fuck now.
He do look like he losing weight. I don't know if it's the hair getting longer that makes it look smaller or what, but I don't know. He just didn't really seem effective in there. It was just. I would say this is the best game of the night.
They ain't really got much choice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't got nothing else to say about this one.
Nah, I think Golden would have been able to steady the waters just a little bit more, and Sydney was without the best forward too. So injuries across all sides. If this team sees each other again in the finals, I'm expecting a more quality game.
Yes. On to the next one. We have Western Bulldogs versus North Melbourne Kangaroos. In this game, coming into this, I was kind of high on North. I thought they was going to put on a great performance. I think, well, maybe just at least a good performance against a very injury-riddled Western Bulldogs.
Do you think they did or no?
I think towards the end, second half they did. I think it was a tale of two halves. Maybe not. That first quarter for North was looking really sloppy though, and then they kind of got it together.
I can see the progress North is making.
I would say they definitely getting better, but I don't know if they out the bottom of the ladder
like we thought they were.
Yeah.
They might have to sit back down a little bit, bro. They try to get out the high chair. They got put back in the high chair, bro.
Yeah.
Especially against the injury-riddled Dogs team. Dogs are going through it with injuries. Got injured again. Cleary took a hard knock in the head. Really was motionless when he got hit by Jackson Archer later on in the game. So,
Yeah.
hoping for his well-being, his safety. You heard Dermy talking about hope Jackson Archer's leg is all right. You seen buddy instantly get slept off that, bro. You
Yeah.
worried about bruh's leg? Dermy be
Yeah,
tripping.
that was one of the hardest hits I've seen in footy.
It probably is the hardest. I would say it is.
Because it was full speed. And not even it was just full speed. It was full speed, like at a downward angle too. So it was like,
And then he instantly stopped in this trash,
Yeah.
bro. But
the way the bruh felt, his knee felt. I know, fucking Clary just definitely.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody in our chat was saying, I think it was Trey. Trey said his mate who was at the game said he heard that shit
Yeah.
from the stands, bro. So that ain't no joke, man. Human body's sensitive.
Yeah, for sure.
But as far as the game goes, the Dogs are better than I expected, than I gave them credit for. They gave a tough effort. I think both teams really gave it a crack. I think the final score doesn't really show doesn't show the true competitiveness of the game. Both teams without a little injuries, more so the Dogs, obviously. But I really like what I seen from the Dogs. I liked what I seen from Nick Larkey. Nick Larkey was looking like he was on his way to
Yeah.
a bag. He only finished with 5, but I think Jack Darling being there actually opened some stuff up for him. So I'm expecting whether Jack's impact is scoring goals or just being another player to keep the defense accountable. But
Yeah, I think Larkey ended up getting hurt too. He sat out some of that
Yeah.
fourth quarter. So I mean, that definitely hurt
Yeah.
the North chances in this game.
yeah, Simkin had a great game too.
Yeah.
I was impressed with him. He showed us that the Indigenous game that they had, the Indigenous All-Star game, his performance in there might be indicative of how he's about to play this season, man. So I was impressed with that. North kind of just got fucked up in the fourth quarter, man. The Dogs just scored multiple in a row, right? It was competitive. Toward the end of the third, our boy Trey was stressing. And then, and then really in the fourth, I think the Dogs had like 3 quick goals or something to really just arrest the momentum. And I don't think North was really quite ready for that. But Caleb Daniel, I think it was his 250th or something like that,
Yeah.
going against his old side. But sometimes he looked a little iffy though on his disposals. He's usually lauded as one of the more efficient players, but a couple times I did see some questionable decisions made by bro. But I think he still is what North needs. What's his name? Parker was good in the midfield for them, so they will be more competitive as the season goes on. But it's definitely all about the Dogs here. I think many people doubted the Dogs.
Yeah,
They put a competitive effort. Matt Kennedy looked good over there, man.
he does definitely.
Carlton got something about giving away Kennedys to other teams or some shit. I don't know if I can understand that.
Yeah, I would say North's biggest problem in this game is definitely just they forwards capitalizing on scoring opportunities, because I mean, it's what 28 scoring and opportunities to 27, so they definitely had their chances of just making the most of it, and they just wasn't looking good inside their forward 50 a lot of the time, just giving the ball up easy. And I mean, credit the Dogs defense for sure, but they just was looking sloppy at times too.
Speaking of their defense, Rory Lobb got hurt too. That's not what they needed to see with Liam Jones already being injured. They big just going down, so that'll be a problem to monitor going forward with the Dogs. I think North could have benefited from Ben McKay though. They got rid of Bruh because Sam Darcy looked good too. He was kind of fucking them up. Aaron Norton toward the latter part of the game was pretty good down the stretch inside 50. So yeah, Dogs really just made the most of our opportunities while they're going in there, and North really couldn't do too much about that.
Yeah, shit. Anything else for this game?
I don't think I got nothing else for that game.
Nah. Shit. Going on to the final game of the night that was running simultaneously with this game. We have Collingwood Pies and Port Adelaide Power. What were your expectations coming in?
So my expectations of this game was for it to be a close game, potentially best game in the round, following closely with Sydney and Brisbane. But boy, especially considering how Collingwood played last week, I didn't really expect them to put the performance forth that they did this game. Port, understanding that they don't have Zach Butters, who was probably their most important player, and obviously short some forwards now at this point. But I did not expect them to shit the bed the way they did. 136-45. I view Port as more of a complete team, but this is the worst loss under Ken Hinkley, I'm pretty sure. I think I've seen.
Yeah, this game was really just embarrassing. This is one of the games the score definitely speaks for the game, because Port was just getting ran over. Like I said, the other game was ran at the same time, so I had this game on the other TV, and I would look up every 5 minutes, and Port was getting scored on, but Pies was just aggressive, just constant pressure, just really everything you want from a contender. I think DeGoey had got the game going early. Brody Mychek with 3 goals. Membry with 4.
He looks good over there.
Yeah, McStay with 3. Like, and everybody was getting involved. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 goal scorers? Different goal scorers?
11 different goal scorers for the Pies. Like,
yeah, just to run off some stats that it just will guarantee you not to win. So Port went inside 50 48 times. They got 6 goals from that. That's 12%. You're not going to win a game that way.
Hell no.
21 goals from 65 inside 50s from Collingwood, which could be a lot better, but when your opponent's playing shit like that, who needs goal efficiency? So 65 to 48 inside 50 differences. So they're really running them out the gym, how Collingwood usually does. Just in general, man. Port, that's very disappointing. But they're in true finals form right now, and they're not supposed to be doing that until a couple months later on, man. I didn't get to watch this game how I wanted to because I was more locked in on the Dogs North game, but I'm glad I didn't watch this one with my visionary glasses, because boy, I would be sleep as fuck.
Wasted your time with this shit, man.
I really tip Port to win this game, bro. That's crazy as shit.
Yeah, I don't know how they gonna bounce back from this one. Let me see who they got next week, because
it'd be hard to tip them no matter who they play, just based off that. God damn.
Yeah. They don't got nothing easy. It's alright.
To be fair, that's their only game at the MCG.
We got Richmond. They finna get smoked. Richmond do like they did.
Hey, man. Only game at the MCG, so Port has nothing but advantage now at this point if you're going to be playing all these home games at Adelaide Oval.
True. And
not have to play at the G.
Shit, man. That's all the games. Anything else you want to add, man?
Glad Port boy. Reset. Glad Port finally took the mantle from us as most disappointing loss this round. So, appreciate you, Port, even if it's at the expense of Collingwood having to win game. But I'll take that.
No pressure on West Coast now.
Oh, damn. Oh, hold on. Wait. Matter of fact, we still got some games. Hold up now.
Yeah, we got 3 more tonight.
I don't see anything being worse than that, though, man. I don't see anything being worse than that. Only 3 games. At worst, it's most likely I think the Saints get smoked by Adelaide. But
the craziest thing, if anything happened between the D's and the Giants, if that's a blowout game, that would be crazy.
that would be the craziest. Or if y'all blow gold coat. No, fuck with you.
But, anyways, y'all like, comment, subscribe on that one.
All the YouTube shit.
Yeah, share. If you watch this, we might be live, so check that out too, man. Yeah.